So let's get into marketing. So if you want to workshop with me, this is going to be a very practical exercise. So to get started, I want you to write down these 5 prompts on a piece of paper. So I know a lot of you are in the early stage of either dreaming up your business, starting your business, or growing it, but this is going to be applicable to every single person on this call. So if you want to write down these 5 prompts, what is the main problem that you solve? You don't have to answer it yet, just write it down, or just write the word problem. What is your solution to that problem? And the reason why we start with these 2 is because people pull out their wallets, clients will pull out their wallet to have you help them solve a problem, okay? Number 3, why do you have the confidence to guide this transformation with your client? So if they have a problem and you have a solution, what positions you as the authority or the expert or the person who can help them? And if you're struggling with that one, this is where Emily's work is so vital, okay? Number 4, this one's simple. How long does the transformation normally take clients to achieve? So if a client has a problem and you have a solution, do you have a defined time frame? Because if you're just promoting your business, promoting services, but a client can't see, how long do I have to hire this person for? They don't see an endpoint. They cannot invest in your service because they don't see the finish line. Okay. So if you think of that visualization technique, we need to visualize, where am I going when I hire your business? And finally, how do you, as a business owner, as a service provider, as a practitioner, how do you make this easy for your clients to get short and long-term results? These are the 5 essential components of your value proposition. And I want all of you to have this dialed in by the end of maybe like the next 12 minutes. So let's get more done in 12 minutes than you possibly have in the last 3 months. So here we go. So let me paint the picture with a quick example, because I think it's helpful to just kind of see this in context. So just imagine someone on this call, maybe one of you are, maybe you're a skilled copywriter who helps coaches with their online course launches. And I go to your website and it says, get ready to have an easy, successful launch. Apply now. My guess is that your conversion rate is pretty low. And why is that? Because you're missing the 5 essential components of a strong value proposition. Your value proposition is that thing that's like front and center on your website. It's that thing that's described in your Instagram bio. It's on your LinkedIn. It's what all of your content filters back to. So to have a simple header on your website that barely describes 1 out of the 5 components of your value proposition, my guess is that you're leaving 80% of your potential cash or income on the table. You're not finding clients because people don't really see value in a statement like this. But what if you went through each of these 5 prompts and you got clear on the problem you solve? The problem is that for my clients, launching courses is stressful, especially when you're not a trained copywriter. Especially when you need all of these different assets like Facebook ads, email strategies, a landing page, social media copy. The solution is to hire a launch copywriter. Okay, so pretty easy. Why should somebody hire me? Well, I've been trained by world-class copywriters and marketers. I've executed 5- and 6-figure launches for my clients. So immediately, some of you are probably feeling imposter syndrome here, like, well, what if I can't make a claim like that? I guarantee you there's something that makes you an expert. We can always find something. What's the duration? It's 30 days. I can help someone with their online launch in 30 days. And how do I make it easy and effortless for them? Well, I make it stress-free, so you don't even have to lift a finger as you're launching your course. I'll have everything finished for you, including all of these different assets that I've listed here. So that just went through the 5 essential components. And from that, we're going to say, how can we rewrite all of this into a really strong and compelling value proposition? This needs to go in the garbage. And instead, we need to replace it with this. So have a successful, stress-free launch of your coaching program in just 30 days without the pressure of trying to figure it all out yourself. You guys feel like a certain, so if you are a stressed out coach trying to launch a program, you're like, okay, that resonates. Now I really like that headline. I'm going to keep reading. Carol Kay, maybe that's my name, is trained by world-renowned copywriters and marketers and has executed multiple 5- and 6-figure launches for online coaches. Apply now. Give me a yes or no in the chat. Oh, Geeta, I'm just going to ask you to mute. Oh, there we go. Give me a yes or no in the chat if you would be intrigued to apply or chat with this person. And I guess that's like a leading question because it's like, would you choose this version of the copywriter or this version? My hope, the clear version. Yes. Thank you, Emily. My hope is that this one stands out as an offer that is 10 times more valuable. You could technically double, triple, or 10x your prices just by getting clear on your value proposition. This person seems like an amateur. I'm going to click off their website and I'm not even going to convert to their email list. I'm not going to even book the discovery call. This person, I'm going to get on the phone with, okay? This person I'm going to pay attention to. When they share content on Twitter or TikTok, I'm going to be like, well, if they do 5- and 6-figure launches, I got to follow everything they say, okay? This is really powerful stuff. So if you want to take a second and actually just jot down, what problem do you solve? And if you can't answer that, we got some work to do, but don't worry, it's very possible for us to figure this all out together. So what problem do you solve? It must be a true pain point. Service providers get paid to solve problems. So make sure you're really, really clear on it. And try to put that problem in your client's words, not yours. So if your dream client was out at the bar, enjoying a glass of wine with their friend, what would they be saying? Right? They might not be saying, oh, I just would really love to have a formal marketing strategy that covers all, like, that's too formal. They're saying, I just don't understand marketing and wish I could hire help. That's their words, okay? So put the problem in their words. Number 2, what's the solution? What is that main outcome that somebody's going to pay for? Let's make that so clear in your value proposition. The third piece, your expertise. So this is the one where I want you to explore what makes you more credible, what makes you different than your peers or your competition. Have you studied more? Do you have more letters behind your name? Do you have 5 really good before and after photos from clients? Have you delivered some pretty sweet results that you want to brag about? Have you transformed your own life? That's a really good place to start. And can we talk about that? Like, I went from homeless to whatever, and you don't need to like start at rock bottom. There's always a start and an end point that you can talk about, okay? The duration, how long does it take to work with you? Is it 4 weeks, 90 days, 6 months? And how do you make it effortless? So do you help clients have an entire launch strategy without lifting a finger or without even needing to write a single word of copy? We love that. I want to go through one more example. I am the queen of auditing people's websites. I just go on the internet and I type in health coach or nutritionist or naturopathic doctor or mindset coach or, you know, copywriter. And then I go to their site and I look at their headline. And so often I'm like, oh my God, you're missing all 5 components of your value proposition. So something like, does it ever feel like you're not living a vibrant life? This is fine, but it's not compelling me to stay on the website, right? So how can we improve this? Well, I'm going to define the problem. We're going to come up with the real solution that you offer beyond just helping people live vibrantly. We want to know your expertise. Maybe you have a diploma in the science of behavioral change. We got to talk about that. It takes 6 months. And I think my ND one was helping people heal naturally. And yeah, these are not bad. They're just a jumping off point. I love to infuse at least 4 or 5 of these elements. And maybe you have no deprivation to feel better. Less than 20 minutes a day is required. You get 24/7 support. So how do we make this better? Let me show you an example. We're talking to moms here. Hey, mama, would you like to get back to feeling sexy and confident after having kids? The new mama method combines the science of behavioral change with proven wellness plans that have already transformed hundreds of mamas like you. Learn more. I mean, which one am I going to click here? Am I going for this one? Or am I like, hell yeah to this one? Okay. This is marketing. This is the base of marketing. If you don't have a value proposition, you can't be showing up on social media or writing emails because you don't have a clear value proposition. So to kind of sum things up, service providers do get paid by the amount of value they bring to the marketplace. So if you're not communicating your value, it's likely that you're not getting paid. So we want to change that, right? Once you solidify your value proposition, you'll either get more clients or you can raise your prices and get more clients, okay? So you can see how if you add more value and you communicate that value, you can actually bump up your prices. And attention spans are very short these days. So we get one shot to make an impression. So if somebody lands on your website or your Instagram or your LinkedIn, or they get an email from you, are they convinced that you can solve their problem? And if the answer is, I'm not sure, then let's make that priority over the next few months.